Hey there, welcome to my channel. So today I'm just going to drop in really quick and talk about the number one factor that seems to keep people working out long term. So what is it that makes somebody stick with an exercise program for the long haul? And when I say long haul, I'm talking about people who are sticking with exercise for 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. Why do people stick with exercise for that long of a time? And when I've had conversations with people about this, and the research also plays this out, they're really shocked to find that the number one trait or the number one thing that seems to keep people into exercise long term is that they, listen up, they do not have a goal. Do not have a goal. And that sort of runs counter to what we've been taught is like, oh, if you really want, you should have a really specific goal. You should have SMART goals. And while those things have merit and they can help, here's what tends to happen with people who have a very specific goal. Number one, because most of the people that I work with, we're going to use the example of fat loss or weight loss as their goal. So they start exercising, they start eating well, and what happens? Lo and behold, their success or their progress is slower than they thought. So they get on the scale and they're like, I've been working at this for 6 weeks and I've only lost 3 pounds. And of course, then as a coach, I had to talk them off the ledge and be like, don't quit. You're just getting started. 6 weeks is nothing. You have to keep going. So it's actually better to not go into this with such a, with a goal, because you end up sort of being a little bit myopic. You end up focusing way too much on that end goal, and then you're not really seeing all of the benefits that are coming along with each exercise session. So again, and then what I also see people tend to do is they reach a goal, right? So let's say you reach your fat loss goal, and then they're like, well, I reached my goal. I'm just gonna stop doing what I was doing to get there. And so they reach this goal and then they stop exercising. So in many cases, it seems to be better if you don't have a specific goal and you focus, but here's the important piece. You need to focus on the benefits of each individual exercise session. That is what keeps my clients coming back, because when it comes to strength training and eating well, it takes much longer than most people think it's going to. We're talking on the scale of years to really reach that goal of fat loss and optimal health. It takes a long time, especially if they're starting from a place where they were really unhealthy. So this is not a 6-week process. It's not even a 6-month process. We're talking years. So how do you keep yourself motivated? You start to look at the benefits of each individual workout. So I often will tell clients, when you get to the point where skipping a workout feels worse than doing the workout, you've made it. So for me, the worst day of my week is my rest day, because I have so equated exercise with feeling good. When I'm done with my workout, I feel accomplished. I have energy. I feel like I really, I did something great for myself that day. Exercise elicits the brain chemicals, so the feel-good chemicals in your brain. So I'm using that as a way to feel great every day. So for me, like the days where I don't exercise, those are the hard ones. So I have tied my exercise habits and my eating habits to feeling good every day. That's what will keep you coming back and grinding, because let me tell you, exercise and eating well, it's a grind. And you have to do it without being motivated, okay? Because motivation doesn't last. You have to have discipline. Without having any sort of motivation to do it, you just have to say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to do the hard thing because I know I'm going to feel better when I'm done. So that's just a little try to, when you get done with an exercise session, start making those ties like, oh yeah, I walked out of that session and I accomplished it and I feel strong and I feel good and I have more energy. I can get more accomplished. Maybe it caused me to eat a little bit better that day. So remember to tie, if you want to make exercise a long-term habit, which I think most of us do, try to tie every individual exercise session that you do with positive outcomes from that individual session. That's what's going to keep you coming back, even though it is painful. If I didn't have to exercise, I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. So I don't think most of us would actually choose to do the thing that's painful, but it does make me feel great. So I tie that benefit to every time. I feel strong. I've gotten to the point now where where I've done this for so long that I'm happy with my body. I'm happy with my appearance. But again, I'm going to keep doing the exercise because it makes me feel good, because I know that it's good for me, because it gives me confidence. So remember to tie your exercise and your healthy habits with the non-scale benefits of what you're getting on that very session, that very day. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. If you have questions or if you'd like me to answer one of your questions here, let me know. You can either drop a comment or you can email me at kellybailey1980@gmail.com. Have a great day.